Good evening, little dreamers. Tonight I have a special story about a rabbit and a fox who learn an important lesson about kindness and forgiveness. Snuggle in and listen closely as our tale begins. In a peaceful meadow surrounded by tall trees and colorful wildflowers, there lived a small rabbit with soft gray fur and long, floppy ears. The rabbit had made a cozy home underneath a large oak tree where it stored carrots, berries, and other tasty treats. Every morning, the rabbit would hop through the meadow collecting food, always careful to watch for danger. The rabbit was known throughout the forest for having the most beautiful garden, filled with the juiciest carrots and the sweetest berries. Not far from the meadow, in the darker part of the forest, lived a fox with bright orange fur and a bushy tail. The fox was clever and quick, but often went hungry because the other animals would hide whenever they saw it coming. One particularly cold winter day, when the ground was covered with snow and food was scarce, the fox was very hungry. It hadn't eaten in days and was growing weaker. While wandering through the forest searching for food, the fox caught the scent of the rabbit's stored vegetables. Following the delicious smell, the fox discovered the rabbit's home under the oak tree. The rabbit was away collecting the last remaining berries from a bush at the edge of the meadow. The fox crept into the rabbit's burrow and saw piles of food stored for the winter. Its stomach growled loudly. The fox knew it was wrong to steal, but it was so hungry that it began to eat some of the rabbit's carrots. Just then, the rabbit returned home and froze at the entrance, seeing the fox inside its burrow. The rabbit's heart beat quickly with fear. Knowing that foxes sometimes hunt rabbits, "Please don't eat me," whispered the rabbit. "I'm too small to make a good meal anyway." The fox looked up, surprised. "I'm sorry for taking your food," said the fox. "I was just so hungry, and no one in the forest will share with me because they're all afraid." The rabbit saw the fox's thin body and understood that it was truly starving. Instead of running away, the rabbit did something unexpected. It hopped forward slowly and pushed more carrots toward the fox. "You don't need to steal," said the rabbit. "If you were hungry, you could have just asked. There's enough food here for both of us." The fox was amazed by the rabbit's kindness. No animal had ever shown it compassion before. "But aren't you afraid of me?" asked the fox. "I was at first," admitted the rabbit, "but I can see you're hungry, not dangerous." Everyone deserves kindness, especially in winter when food is hard to find. From that day on, the fox and the rabbit shared the burrow during the cold winter months. The fox protected the rabbit from other predators, and the rabbit shared its food stores. When spring came, they worked together to plant an even bigger garden with enough food for both of them. Word spread through the forest about the unlikely friendship. Other animals watched in amazement as the fox and rabbit worked side by side. Slowly, the other forest creatures began to trust the fox too. The fox learned that kindness could earn trust better than tricks ever could. And the rabbit learned that sometimes showing courage and compassion can transform an enemy into a friend. Together, they taught all the forest animals an important lesson. When we choose kindness over fear and forgiveness over anger, we can change not just one life, but an entire forest. Now, my sleepy little ones, as you close your eyes and drift off to dreamland, remember the rabbit and the fox. Sometimes the kindest thing we can do is give others a second chance. And sometimes the bravest thing we can do is trust someone who seems different from us. Sweet dreams, little ones. May your hearts always be as kind as the rabbits. And may you always find friends who protect you like the fox. Good night. Sleep tight until our next bedtime adventure.